Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. So today we are going to cover about the bibliographic tools, but before that I just want to mention to you, starting from this week I'm gonna have 50 minutes what we call as a video lecture, because I think it cannot be cooked with more than 15 minutes, okay, to be uploaded in the YouTube, okay, my YouTube channel. So today, before we move on to the chapter 3, I just want to make sure that everybody should have your own groups, okay, to be prepared, because starting next week you are going to present your final projects. Okay, don't be shocked, because this subject you have to present earlier than other subject. Okay, for the groups for the groups that have been chosen to be prepared to be present next week, so please be prepared. You have 1 week to prepare all those things. So never mind, later on we are going to talk about this. So now we move on to the chapter 3, which is bibliographic tools. So what is bibliographic tools? Alright, so bibliographic tool is a tools of handling publication such as book list, which is used by a bibliographer in their course of this work. Alright, so bibliographic tools are materials that list inside it, alright, and bibliographic data from printed and non-printed materials. So both both items, okay, either in printed or non-printed materials being listed in the bibliographic tools. Alright. So definition of bibliographic tools is aids to locate or find specific information. Alright. It also a written or printed citation containing all the information necessary to uniquely identify a bibliographic resource in any format, either in print, audiovisual, digital, and so on, and published, also unpublished. Alright. So example of bibliographic tools, this one, okay, we do have a bibliography, catalog, union catalog, index, abstract, guide to literature, accession list, pathfinder, union list, and also bibliographic database. So what is bibliography? We look at one by one. It's a list of the written source of information on subject. Alright, everything in one subject, okay, be included in the bibliography. So bibliographies generally appear as a list at the end of book or article. Same goes to your citation. When you do your assignment, there is a list of reference, okay, some sort like that bibliography, the things that you listed at the back of the assignment or the book, or of the book itself, sorry. So they may show what works the author used in writing the articles or book, okay, same as you do, or may list work that a reader might find useful. That's why you have to follow the standard when you are doing your reference, because the reader, alright, the reader that choose to read your assignment, and you want to know from where you find the information, from where you find that reference, okay, to be used for your final project, for example. Bibliography also is a list of related library materials or resources and systematic methods of recording and listing information materials. Okay, so there are a few types of bibliography, which is universal or general bibliography. National bibliography include two: current bibliography and retrospective bibliography. And then we do have trade bibliography, bibliography of bibliographies, okay, and selective bibliography. What is universal or general? Bibliography is not necessarily limited by time, territory, language, or subject. So it works on several subjects, which is published in various countries at different times. So it's not really rigid into one subject. Okay, it's a combination of certain subjects. While national bibliography is a product of the government and is an effort to include everything published within the boundaries of that nation. We do have two, which is current bibliography that concern with listing material as it published, and retrospective bibliography concerned with listing material in the past. Okay, national bibliography normally being controlled by the National Library. So for Malaysia, we do have Perpustakaan Negara Malaysia or National Library of Malaysia to control the national bibliography. So it depends what types of materials that being published, and you orang kata apa, you hantar, okay, kita hantar ke National Bibliography. So from there they will do a list of National Bibliography. And then trade bibliography is a list of material or books produced by commercial publishers or association of publisher or book bestseller. So it is limited to book regardless of date publication, currently available or in print from publisher, right? And then bibliography of bibliographies, okay, is a work devoted to listing bibliographies. It provide information on major bibliographic tools in any specific. This is the example of the bibliography of bibliographies, okay, the bibliography information, and then they just list out the explanatory paragraph with the annotation, and then this is the information, okay, that being used to being listed as a bibliographies, right? So this is the number of reference, number 1, number 2, and so on, right? They make it in the listing, okay. And then selective bibliography is limited to particular subject, okay, country of origin, work of one author, or to books of for a particular purpose of audience. This one you have been done for your final project, for example. All right, so you make a listing. All right, you supposedly this being listed based on the alphabetical order. Normally we ask you to do this because we want to make sure it's look like very systematic listing, okay. Next is catalog, okay. What is catalog? Catalog is a detailed list of library materials which has to text collection in group libraries, which is arranged according to definite plan, okay. This is how they store the card catalog. Previously I have seen this at Brunei, okay. They still use the card catalog. It's not necessary actually for you guys to just transform everything in digital. It depends on the types of the library itself. If there is no need for you to go for the online, it's okay to have that kind of this kind of way storing the information. Alright, it's okay, even though nowadays everybody just move to the online one, okay. So it has 4 basic physical format, which are in this one you are very familiar with. Alright, start daripada part 1 lagi you have been talking about the catalog. We do have card catalog, book catalog, microphone catalog, and online catalog or computer access catalog known as a OPAC, okay. So function of catalog, it serves as inventory, right? So we calculate all the resources being available in the library based on the catalog. And retrieval function, it contains information about document available in a particular library. So there are few types of catalog. We do have library catalog, publisher catalog, commercial catalog, union catalog, and also national union catalog. So what is union catalog? Is other type of catalog that shows the holding of several libraries or collections. So a catalog representing the holding of a group of libraries is also a list of the holding of all the libraries in a library system, or of all or a portion of the collection of a group of independent libraries, indicating by names and or location symbols which libraries own at least one copy of each items, even the one copy. Alright, so you have to put the list inside the library itself. So what is the function of union catalog? Indicates who has what, okay, and as an inventory common to several libraries, and listings or some or all types publication, all their publications maintained in one or more order of arrangement, sometimes also known as a national catalog. So union catalog equals to national catalog. Next, index, okay, this one I'm pretty sure you have seen this in at the back of the books, okay. Normally they put it as an index, so they categorize it based on the information and that we have in the book itself. So it is an alphabetical list of term or topic in work systematically arranged with indicates the content of a document or group of documents. So index being used for you guys to directly point, okay, which part that you want to read, okay. So function of index is bibliographic information about materials such as articles, report, newspaper, cuttings, and so on. So it represents an analysis usually by names, okay, by subject of a document, and indicates or designates the information, contents, or topic of a document or a group of document. So there are few types of index, including periodical or general index, subject index, index material in a narrow subject field, and newspaper index, and also serials index. So enough with the index, we move on to the abstract. So what is abstract? It's a summary of the essential point of an article or literary work. So abstract is a point of library science view is a summary which contain a keyword from document. So actually when you have a summary, you don't have to read for the whole material itself. For example, you don't have to read for the whole article, because summary normally provide almost abstract almost everything that we have in one article. So this is the way how you are going to search the article inside the online database, right? You find out one article, you read abstract. If that is need suits with your need, so then you can download. If not, you just left and then you find out another one. All right. So function of abstract is a form of current bibliography in which sometimes book or article are summarized. So it's accompanied by adequate bibliographical description to enable the publication of article to be traced. It also provides a clue, right? That is called as a clue to the relevance of the materials and helps user to determine whether he really wants the particular material. So there are three types of abstract. We do have indicative abstract. It is very short abstract written to enable reader to decide whether or not they should read the original article or publication. Informative abstract is a summary of the principal argument and information of the original publication or articles. It can serve as a substitute for the original publication. And the last one is evaluative or critics abstract. Is comment on the worth of the articles, original articles or publication. But for the evaluative or critic abstract, it tends to be biased, depends on the reader perspective. Okay, you read that and then some will give the point of view. It depends on he or her feel. All right, so it tends to be biased actually. All right. Next is guide to literature. Is the definitive selection aids for developing literature collection. In many of them, subject specialists who base their selection primarily on the collection of their own research library. So each entry includes an annotation intended to aware the reader with the purpose, scope, coverage, arrangement, special features, audience, and usefulness of the work. Then, what is a session list? Is a list of the bibliographic items added to a library collection in the order of their addition. Normally, such a list includes the accession number. Right, this is the information that being included in the accession list. Brief bibliographic identification, source, and price paid for each item. Right, this is the example of the accession list. All right. Next is Pathfinder. What is Pathfinder? Is a guide to information resource on specific topic. It is designed to provide a path for students to follow, enabling them to focus their research and target the most appropriate resources. Alright, so a subject bibliography designed to lead the user through the process of researching a specific topic, usually in a systematic, step-by-step ways, making use of the best finding tools the library has to offer. Okay. It's like a guide for you guys to find out, all right, what kind of appropriate materials that should you use in a particular research. The union list is a list of material in a designated format or on a designated subject that is available in a group of library. It is a complete list of the holding of a group of libraries of materials of a specific type on a certain subject or in a particular field. Alright, it depends on this lah. Next one is bibliographic database. It's a computer file consisting of electronic entries called records, each containing a uniform description of a specific document or bibliographic item, usually retrievable by author, title, subject headings, descriptor, and or keywords. Okay, this is the things that you should be familiar with. Alright, it is bibliographic database. That's all for this week. So enough with me. Next week is gonna be your presentation, right? Your presentation. So every week we're gonna have your presentation. So it's okay for you not to understand. Later on I will explain to you, okay, what you should do for your presentation. That's all from me. If you can have any question regarding to this topic, you can just ask okay, in our group session, right? Group WhatsApp. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye.